welcome to Aroma Review. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Thomas. Commodity. So I've got the commodity set and I've spent a couple of days going through the first couple, which I'm going to do. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Bergamot. So when I've been wearing it, the best way to explain it for me, to personally explain it to you, is what I'm going to kind of align it with designer fragrance wise. So the Bergamot, I've got a few notes here. So how it runs down, it's bergamot with citrusy notes like orange, mint, and then on the dry down vetiver, patchouli and musk. So it's very similar to Bleu de Chanel. The only kind of dissimilarity to it would be that in the top end this is grapefruit and lemon, so it's a bit more citrusy, and the mint's on the top end as well. So the opening of it is the opening of both of them. The Bergamot to me is a bit more grassy, a bit more greener, even though it says it's bergamot, clementine and green mandarin. The actual opening of it is it pulls more towards even having like a vetiver, like a grassy quality to it, whereas the Bleu de Chanel is a bit deeper, a bit more creamy, a bit richer. So there is differences in them. There's another similarity which I get as well, which is the Versace, it's Versace Pour Homme. Sorry, it's my accent, like I find it difficult to actually say what it is. So this one here is bergamot, neroli, lemon, and then on the dry down there's like cedar, tonka bean, musk and amber. So all three are similar. I get a similar scent from it. I get this, the Versace is, I find a little bit more feeling of aquaticness to it. It's a bit more watery. So that's the kind of difference between this and these two. So I draw the better similarities between these two here, the Bleu de Chanel and the Bergamot. So in the open, like I said, a bit more grassy. This is a little bit more creamy, a bit more woody, I would say. This is a lot. This doesn't really have any wood in it, so it tends to kind of go more towards the vetiver side of it and a bit muskiness. But on the actual dry down, and I've got the dry downs on my hands here. This is about 2 hours on this now. On the dry down, they're very similar. Very, very similar. There's not a great deal, to my nose anyway, between the two of them. Power wise, they're quite similar. I've always been a little bit disappointed by the Bleu de Chanel. It's never kind of stayed around on my skin that long. This here seems to be roughly the same. Not a great, I don't think there's a great deal in it. I have put a little bit, the sprayer on this is better, so there's been more put on my hands here, or more put on the top of my hand than what this little, this little vial puts out, which isn't a great deal. And this is still kind of going quite well. It's still holding its citrus in there with that little bit of vetiver. So this is still going quite well. Where this has died, it has become much more of a skin scent, where I'm still getting a little bit of the citrus off this. So this, I think this performs, I would say the Bergamot performs a little bit better than what this does off my skin anyway. That's my thought for it. So I would say all in all, it's both are great scents. I really like Bleu de Chanel. It's really good. This is good as well, but it's, like it says, more aquatic. It's a bit more watery, I would say, this one than that. It's not. These two are a better closer comparison if you want to know what this smells like. and it's good. It's a bit more grassy. It's not as creamy as what this is, and it's not as woody. Excuse me. But I would definitely say that if you want to know what this is like, it's good. I like it. It is very good. It's quite well composed. Like it says, the grassiness at the beginning. If you like that sort of citrus in with the very greenness, then you like this. You like this, and then like it says, they become, as the dry down goes through the middle and then the end, they become very, very similar. It's not, for my nose anyway, there's not a great deal in it, and I think this performs a little bit better. So that's my thoughts on Commodity Bergamot. It's well worth a look at, definitely, in a sample. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.